Tochigi. This Obon holiday, I took a short trip from Tokyo to Tochigi. It's only about a 2 to 3 hour drive. Our first stop in the morning was the famous Nikko Toshogu Shrine. It's such a beautiful and historic place, but be prepared. We climbed a lot of stairs. The buildings are covered with incredible carvings, including the famous 3 wise monkeys and a sleeping cat. After that, we strolled through the streets and tried some local street food for lunch. From skewers to sweets, everything was super tasty. It was a perfect day trip full of culture, tradition, and delicious food. After enjoying the beautiful sights and rich history of Nikko Toshogu in the morning, we decided to keep the adventure going and headed north to our next stop, Nasu Animal Kingdom. It's a popular zoo-style park located in the mountains of Tochigi, and it's known for offering close-up encounters with all kinds of animals. The drive itself was relaxing. We passed through peaceful countryside roads, and the weather was perfect. When we finally arrived, I was excited but also a little surprised to see that the entrance fee was 2,600 yen per adult. A bit on the expensive side, but I thought, well, if I get to meet some of my favorite animals up close, it'll totally be worth it. I especially came here hoping to see giraffes. They're my absolute favorite, but to my disappointment, there weren't any giraffes at all, not even one. I was honestly kind of heartbroken for a moment, but then the magic of the place started to work on me. The setting was absolutely stunning. Wide open fields surrounded by green hills with clear skies above. It didn't feel like a zoo. It felt more like a peaceful escape into nature. We hopped onto a tractor shuttle that took us through the different areas of the park, and even that was fun. It gave us a great view of everything and added to the experience. Look how the horse tilting its head for a carrot. Once we started walking around, things just kept getting better. I got to feed a horse some carrots, which was so sweet. And then I met a llama with the biggest buck teeth I've ever seen. I reached out and gently touched its backside, just being playful, and it immediately turned around, clearly not impressed. It gave me this hilarious grumpy look, like, hey, watch it. I even got to pet a kangaroo, which was amazing. Its fur was softer than I expected, and it just stood there so calm, letting me touch it. And then I noticed 2 little lambs nearby. They were just hanging around, looking super fluffy, so I stood there watching them. One of them kept sticking out its tongue while making this funny little sound. It was like the lamb was teasing me or showing off. The other one just stared, like it was wondering what was going on. I couldn't stop laughing. It was so unexpected, and honestly one of the cutest moments I've ever seen. There were 2 goats. They carefully walked along this narrow, high platform, one after the other, making their way across. At the end of it, they finally reached their food and started eating. I also saw the penguins, standing still, almost like statues. It was such a funny contrast. I saw something I never expected. A seal walking across the grass. It looked so unusual because you normally picture seals in the water. Its whiskers were so fluffy, and its big round eyes made it look absolutely adorable. It was kind of clumsy but also really cute, the way it moved along the ground. The last thing I saw were squirrels, munching on apples, and others chasing each other around. After that, I went to a farm for some gelato, and later in the evening, I tried to go around for the famous Utsunomiya gyoza. But it turns out the shops closed pretty early, so only one place was still open, and I had to wait in line for about 2 hours. The dumplings were delicious, but since I was already there, I went to a second place as well. The next day was meant for a gyoza tour, but it rained. I waited in long lines on Gyoza Street and at Karas inside Mega Donkey, but both were kind of disappointing. That's when I realized the touristy spots aren't always the tastiest. Then I headed home. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me, and hope this gave you a little taste of Tochigi's charm. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more adventures. See you